Okay, what's going on, troops? So, better late than never, obviously, but this is going to be the Volkswagen advert video that I've been kind of going through, working on. The screen capture that I did of the actual advert, for some reason, didn't record the sound, and I mean, it's kind of a blessing and a curse, really, because without the sound, it won't get kind of busted for copyright, but without the sound, it also doesn't really give you the full effect of the advert. So I'll put a link in the description for the actual real version of the advert. And basically, after the first minute or so, I'll go through the screens, the stills, and what the problems are with this particular advert. Mainly that it's trying to make parents have less embarrassment from their children, like trying to make the kid not as embarrassed to be with their parent, even though they are. It's just bloody stupid. Yeah. Okay, let's drill down into this beast. So, the first thing we get is a totally not debadged Toyota Avensis pulling up outside the school gates with a not 16-year-old getting out of the car, getting a bit cross, heading towards her friends. Goes to talk to her friends, all is fine and well, but then, mum beeps the horn and look how unhappy she is, gosh darn it. Also, on another note, let's just think about the old headbands and the kind of golf visor hat going on here. I sure hope that this girl is a bit like Kendrick Lamar and staying clear of gangbanging. And then we get some sort of miniature version of Emma Watson in the car with pigtails with her dad listening to classical music, possibly Radio 3 or whatever. She's mortified, he's loving life, job's a good one. Clearly they're not in the Volkswagen Tiguan either. Then we get the nerdy kind of kid getting out of the car. Mum goes in for a cheeky kiss, he's like, nah, don't want none of that. Gives her a bit of a dodgy look outside of his eyes. No way. Then he walks down the street and, what's he spotted? Oh, it's the Volkswagen. And look, there's another kid staring at the car as well because it's so lush and wonderful and brand new and sparkly and shiny and we're totally not part of an advert. No. And then you get a close-up of who's driving. Clean-looking businessman with, no tie, whatever, married, etc., etc. Kids looking appreciatively at him. Everything is good in the world. Moves over to kind of the other stereotype of this kind of thing, which is where she turns up the music on the non-branded mobile phone, presumably a Huawei. No, I'm just joking. Obviously like a, I don't know, some sort of purpose-made screenshot thing that links with the stereo. She boosts the music and, oh look, wow, even though the windows are closed, presumably there's a subwoofer in the boot because it's catching the attention of all the hot mamas who've just dropped all their kids to school and stopped in a nearby coffee shop. And I don't know, like one of them's looking in awe, one of them's looking like, wow, that's pretty cool, and the other one's just downright cross. Lord knows why. I mean, have they really walked their kids to school? Or have they got younger kids and they've just dropped them to primary school? Who knows? They just seem inexplicably out of place in my mind. And then we get to, what's this now? We've got the younger brother of Chesney out of Coronation Street and the kid out of Stranger Things. No, I'm joking. But he is, I don't know, just looking, both stereotypical nerds, both have to have glasses, both have to have so-called bad haircuts. And both looking appreciatively at the car as it goes past, or the camera. And then you get the girl kind of looking smug, rolling the window down to get a glance at all the popular boys hanging out on someone's garden wall. One looking dumbfounded, one pulling down the shades and looking amazed and cool. an Indian maths geek in the middle, maybe, who knows? And then a couple of kind of gangster kids at the end there who look, the kid on the BMX in particular looks way too old to be attending that secondary school. And then back to the kind of, the dad's looking smug now, the girl's still like, yeah, I'm having a good time driving this car, or riding as a passenger in this car, I should say. Reaction shot of the 4 girls, the 2 gang members in the middle, but looking at amazement again at the car. The girl's pretty smug, like, yeah, I'm pretty cool, aren't I? Look at my new car, job's good. And then the dad, oh gosh, raises his hands to signal the fact that the car is going to reverse itself into a parking spot. You know, even though probably parking across the front gates of the school is going to make the head teacher cross. Tries to give the girl a fist bump. The girl's like, no, you are such a loser, despite, you know, all of the other screenshots showing how much appreciation he has for her dad and his flash car. And then what do we get? He waves his hand. Unfortunately, I've paused that to make it look like he's got some sort of stumpy amputated fingers. That's not the case. And then flicks over to the sat-nav computer thing saying, oh, you know, your meeting has been changed. It's no longer here, it's here. Because inexplicably, obviously, we can't function in modern society anymore unless there's a computer telling us where to go in our car. And, you know, instead of a boss being a decent boss and being human and making a phone call and saying, oh, hi, Steve, you know, the meeting's changed from Hounslow to Croydon or whatever, you know, it's, I don't know, yeah, annoying. And then we get the kind of car driving away with plenty more kids heading towards the school and a variety of Audis, Fords, Volkswagens, a Nissan Micra, looks like a Citroen or Peugeot van there as well, in the background. So, obviously this is 2016, but it's just still very lazy in what it's doing. I mean, you know, school kid stereotypes of the cool kids, the normal kid, the kind of nerdy kids, the kind of gangster boys, the geeky boys, the cool girls, or I don't know, mixture of cliquey girls. It's just so frustrating. And obviously the fact that it uses dead presidents is also, in my mind, highly irritating. I don't understand why hip-hop has to be used to sell cars to middle-class white people. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope that was vaguely enjoyable, and I'll see you on the next one, which will be the Kia Sportage. See you again.